Hi, I'm Deborah Ginsberg, founder and CEO of Strategic Design. Now, I know I've talked to you a lot about this topic, but I think it's so important that I wanted to bring it up again today, the NLEA transition. So we just celebrated Memorial Day, and before we know it, summer's going to be long gone, and we're going to be at PLMA and that much closer to the transition compliance date of January 2018. Now, it's going to be a long process, but we can all save a lot of time and money by looking into our assets now, and trust me, this is not the kind of thing you want to wait till the last minute on. With the FDA nutritional label change on the horizon, many companies are starting to think about how they're going to manage this overwhelming task and stay ahead of the game. So I had the opportunity to speak with a few companies, and I wanted to share my takeaways with you. Perhaps the biggest concern around this transition is cost, and I mean cost with a capital C-O-S-T. The sheer volume of items that are going to have to be changed, the internal reformulations, the label design, the pre-press, the printing will be an undertaking that the entire industry is going to have to endure. Now, in my conversations with manufacturers, there seems to be this feeling that they'll have little control over the cost of this change because they're going to be mandated to use the providers that the retailers that they supply for will dictate. Now, I have sat on both sides of the table when it comes to buying and selling creative services, and I know that we insisted on manufacturers using our chosen vendors and paying the fees that we required when I was on that side. I also know that we did that a decade ago when things were very, very different in the industry. Now, I've also had the chance of being on the other side of the desk, and I also understand what a burden it can be on manufacturers when they're not able to take advantage of the trusted relationships they have with vendors and gain the efficiencies and ultimately save money. So I know this is going to ruffle some feathers, but I just want to be really candid. We are not serving the same customer that we served a decade ago. The customer today is savvy, knowledgeable, and fickle. Today's customer demands transparency, value, quality, and a fair price. The increased cost that's going to be incurred with this transition will ultimately end up in the cost of goods, and it will be passed along to the consumer who will be responsible for paying it. We need to respect and honor our customers, no matter what side of the desk we are on, and make sure that everything we do amplifies the efficiencies and the cost savings. We are 30 months away from the transition, and now is the perfect time to start thinking about all those crucial questions about packaging and supply chain. So here are a few questions that you can take back into your company and talk about as we approach the date. So the first question is, where are your assets? Do you have them, or is someone else storing them for you? Who owns them? Are you free to get them from your providers, or do you have to pay a fee to recover those assets? Where is your photography located? Do you have it? Is it current? Is it searchable? Who has all your nutritional information and ingredient decks? Are the formulations current? Do they meet current regulations? Who are your pre-press, your print, and your design partners? And when was the last time you met with them to discuss this upcoming change? There are so many more questions to ask. If you begin to prepare now, you and your team will be much better off in the long run. So reach out to your current team, and if your current team isn't able to help you, then look for some new partners that can. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, and Instagram for all your latest design updates. And feel free to reach out to us with any questions at all around the transition at info@strategicdesign.com. We would love to connect with you, so we look forward to talking with you. See you next time.